Hello everyone, as usual, Chef Henry reporting for duty this afternoon, and I want to appreciate you for being a part of the show. Before I go any further, I want to ask you, get onto your phone, call a friend, beep them, send them an SMS or WhatsApp and tell them the chef is on so they can also tune in and be a part of the experience. Today, I'm hosting a student of mine who will be representing the Cooking School Uganda at the forthcoming Young Chef Olympiad 2019. Rembo here.
Hello everyone, I'm Rembo, Rem, and I'm a student at the Cooking School Uganda pursuing a professional chef's diploma.
Rem here is one of the students that will be representing the Cooking School Uganda at the forthcoming Young Chef Olympiad 2019, and I decided to host him here just to share with us what he can do and his experience and expectation, just like any other. And today he chose something very interesting. What are you doing with us today?
Today I'm doing a grilled beef medallion served with Hasselback potatoes and sauteed vegetables.
Tell me about the beef medallion.
The grilled beef medallion is a steak. It's really tender, and the very first time I had to encounter cooking or learning about it was in my first lesson at the cooking school regarding meats. The whole experience was exciting as the meat was tender, flavorful, and it was really sweet. I couldn't imagine it
So
was beef.
that's why you chose it.
That's why I chose it.
So ideally, for those who are watching, and I've done a beef fillet here on the show before, and one thing we know about this beef fillet is that it's very soft and very tender, so it tends to cook very fast. If you season it, it easily absorbs the seasoning and the marination. And my chef here is going to cut it in what portions?
I'm just going to half it to a size. Also, be careful when you're slicing such meats, as tender steaks usually harden or they become tough if you slice them perpendicularly.
So you have to go at an angle.
At an angle. Want to get a bit of cooking oil.
So this can be any oil. It could be
It could be olive oil, it could be vegetable oil.
any oil of your choice.
Any oil. You just apply a generous amount of oil, not too much, not too little. Then
Just
we start.
sniff.
We're going to season it with some salt and some pepper. Also, you be careful not to apply too much of the pepper or too little.
So it ideally is going to depend on how much of the pepper that you need. I think according to personal preference, some people like me, I love pepper, so I'll put probably more. Some people would put less.
Yes, exactly. So since one of my most inspirational chefs prefers a bit of pepper, I'm going to go ahead and apply a bit. So then some salt.
So how long is it going to go on the grill and in the fire?
It's going to spend not so long because I would want this steak to be medium to well done.
Medium to well done.
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm going to go ahead and grease the pan lightly to prevent the steak from sticking. Lightly, you don't want it to be so greasy, just lightly coating the grill pan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my steak particularly away from me, like this. Yes.
So how long is it going to be there?
It's not going to be for so long because all I need is the grill marks and to take it to a degree that is medium to well done. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do this according to my chef here. We're going to have a base. We're going to have a base of our vegetables where the beef will sit. So the purpose of this here is to give it grill marks and then brown it and come to a certain level of readiness that you're looking for.
That is medium to well done.
And then from there, what happens to it?
When it's absolutely ready, we'll have to take it to the oven for further absolute cooking because you don't want your steak to be half cooked.
Okay, so as our beef is going here with my chef, I am going to help out. And I know here on the show we've done knife skills. So you asked me to give you kind of butternut cuts.
The reason I'm doing this is to absolutely make sure my steak gets those grill marks onto it.
Yes. So it looks very beautiful and attractive.
Because it's not a grilled beef medallion without those grill marks.
So that's what gives it the name.
Yes, exactly.
Is that fine? You need some more or that's enough?
That's enough.
Are you ready to turn?
Yep.
Or not yet?
Just a little bit longer.
Just a little longer.
Yeah.
So we have carrots here. Then we have courgette or baby marrow.
Yes.
Other people would call it zucchini. We're going to have butternut, right?
Yes. Chef, how do you like the grill marks?
Yeah, I think I love it. So we have color here. I can see we have orange, we have green. Now I'm working on red. So ideally our vegetables are here now ready.
I'm going to add a bit of oil onto the pan for the purpose of keeping it from you don't want it to run so dry. You don't want the pan to be so dry. Yes, so you have to keep on adding a bit of oil. Each time you have to make a turn on the other side, like this.
So this is ideally something that you would need to be around all the time.
Exactly.
So you cannot put it there and go away.
Exactly.
So at this stage, we're going to take it to the oven to finish it off.
Yes.
So this is our baking tray.
Before it goes to the oven, I'm going to also lightly grease the baking tray. To keep it from sticking while it's in the oven baking. Yeah, exactly.
So we've placed our beef in the oven.
Yes.
Now take me through about the vegetables and the potatoes. Did you call them?
These are Hasselback potatoes.
Hasselback potatoes.
Yes.
What is it about them?
Hasselback potatoes are, you slice this Irish potato crosswise and don't separate it from at the base.
So basically it's a style of cutting them.
It's a style of cutting, but you don't absolutely cut
Take
the
us through,
base.
take us through. So you have to go all the way to like 3/4 of the potato, right?
Yes.
So you have to be very careful, otherwise, because on the show, I've taught you people how to have a sharp knife. So if your knife is very sharp and you're not very careful, it can go all the way through, so at every one time the potato is going to disintegrate. But in this case, as chef is trying to cut through the potato, you want it just to kind of fan open like that. When it cooks, it has to fan open like that. So you cut it all the way to approximately 3/4 of the whole potato. You don't want to cut it halfway, or you don't want to cut it all the way down.
Exactly. Cool. It should be attached at the base.
So it's fine. Okay, so now the chef has cut
At
his.
the end, you want to have something that's free like this.
You fan it open.
Yes.
So are we good? Now, this is what we're going to do in the kitchen. As the potato is cooking, we're also blanching our vegetables.
Yes.
So we are cooking 3 items at the same time. You can see how much little time we're going to spend in the kitchen. The beef is grilling, vegetables are blanching, and
deep frying the potatoes.
the potato is being deep fried.
Yes.
Ideally, we would have put it at the same time with the beef in the grill.
The beef, but it would have taken much longer.
So, as the potatoes are cooking, we're going to blanch our vegetables here.
At this point, I take off the vegetables in preparation to saute them.
So as chef is getting ready to do the sauteing, I just need to check on our potatoes here. Look at that. And this is what we're looking for. You want it to be kind of spring-like, you know? That's what we're looking for, and it's almost there. So we'll put it back for approximately 2-3 more minutes, but this is the beauty we're looking at. Are there going to be some flames? Somebody was asking me that why are there flames when I cook? So the purpose of sauteing the vegetable is basically to give it that glossiness.
Yes.
You know?
And the butter flavor
And
also.
the butter flavor.
Yes. Alright, so right here I'm plating my vegetables.
So in school, we have taught you about food presentation.
Yes, chef. The art about food presentation is someone eats the food before they actually eat it.
So their eyes are feasting already on what is on the plate
Just by looking at the plate.
before it actually appears.
Yes. So from the oven, I'm plating my beef steak here. I'm going to go ahead and slice my grilled beef medallion for better presentation.
You want somebody to be able to have a view of what is inside and how tender and well done the beef is, but at the same time, the beauty of the grill mark. So when we dress it, the dressing that we're going to make here, the bechamel sauce can run over.
Yes.
So this, we're going to plate it too. But as that is going, our potatoes here, ready. As you can see, that's what we're looking for, that kind of fanning. And while they are still hot, I'm going to ask my chef here to please season with some salt and some pepper, and then we place it there as I make a bechamel. Now, as my chef is seasoning, I'm just going to take over and help him a little bit. We start with a roux. This is more of a French sauce. Just a little touch to beautify our beef and make it even more colorful and appealing to the eye. So we have a pan here. And now, to make a bechamel sauce, you start with a roux. In this case, it's just melting butter. And some people would use a whisk, others would use a fork. I'm going to use my wooden spoon here. Now the reason I'm taking my pan off the fire, I've told you here before, you do not want your butter to brown or to lose its color and its flavor. So if the temperatures are very high, you can reduce your temperatures. So we melt the butter. And then add some flour. Ideally, this is what would be called, what do you call this in class? The roux, right?
Yes, this is the roux.
So just want to make sure no lumps.
I think we're good to go.
So to this now, some people would use boiled milk, hot milk. Some people would use cold milk. At the end of the day, you're going to put it on the fire and continue cooking and whisking to make sure no lumps. And then the thickness, or how thick or how thin, is also dependent on what you're serving. Now, for this case, we want it a little thin because it's going to be runny and want it to run just on top of our beef. So I want it slightly more runny than this. But also you should know that as you're making your bechamel sauce, the longer it stays on the fire, the thicker it becomes. So you have to pay very close attention to it so that you may attain the right texture that you're looking for.
Exactly.
So this we shall season with salt. And you have to keep whisking. This is not a style of cooking where you leave it and then go and pick something and come and talk on phone and WhatsApp. You have to keep an eye to it and keep whisking or mixing until it's cooked through. No lumps, we want it very fine, very thin. So at this time we have attained the right consistency that we're looking for and the right texture. We don't want it very thin. Now, if you made your bechamel like this, you don't want to leave it there to rest. You want to do it and then serve right away. Otherwise, it will thicken and it will be very hard for you to work with. So, Chef, you want to help me? Okay. Now you can see you have the beautiful color of the vegetables running out there. And then muy perfecto.
Add these bits.
So this is like garnishing.
Yes.
Our potatoes, okay?
Yes. You can help me out with that. You can put 1 or 2 or 3. I'm going to put 3. Take this and place it here. Right there. So, Chef, may I present to you the beef medallion on a base of sauteed vegetables served with Hasselback potatoes.
Hasselback potatoes.
Yes.
If somebody came and found it fanning open like that, I would wonder how you're able to do that. But it was very simple. We took a knife through 3/4 way, and then instead of putting it in the oven, put it in the, we just fried it for some time, and wow. Okay. Before me, ladies and gentlemen, from Rem, my student here, who will be representing us at the upcoming Young Chef Olympiad in India. It's a beef medallion here. It's already, I love it. I can't wait to dig in. But before that, I want to ask you to visit our page, The Cooking School Uganda. Like the page. You can visit our website. If you need to catch more of this, we have a YouTube, The Chef, everything. Just search The Chef and you'll be able to catch all this. From me, Henry, the chef here from the Cooking School Uganda, and of course,
Rem.
Yes, and Rem, my student, want to say thank you so very much. Catch you again, same time, same program.